All right, a quick check-in with Michael Armstrong, Fctry Boy, where in these chapters, oh God, I think we're in chapter 22. It's the thing when you're recording in the middle of a chapter. I have no idea where I am, and it's well, it's sort of it would be easier if they could list stuff down below at the bottom of the Kindle page, but I probably turned off that function. But yeah, 22. They start their visits to factories. And in the first one, Mary is overcome by just kind of, oh God, this confirms everything that Mr. Bell, the parson, had told her about things. And like, just multiply this by 200,000 children all suffering under this. And this is probably an actually decent place. That they would actually be open to visitors, because they go to some later, they try some later, and it's like they get refused. It's like nobody gets to come in here unless they're on business. If you're not in business, we're not interested in having you there. So they've already probably had trouble with people. They already know that it's crappy stuff. They do go to a Sunday school where they find, yeah, poor children dragging, like an older child dragging a younger child along, and the younger child just trying to fall asleep. And yeah, it turns out that, yeah, they have church at 7 in the morning, and they've been working until like 5 minutes before midnight, because it was a Sunday, because they would have worked longer if it hadn't been for it was going to be a Sunday the next day. And indeed, the children straggling in are getting, like, called wicked, disobedient, ungrateful, little bastards, basically, by the Mr. Joseph Tomlin, who is the owner, the overseer. I can't remember which he is, until he sees Miss Brotherton, and suddenly he turns to saccharine tones. And then, yeah, they go through like an hour and a half of him saying, like, if you're not completely obedient to the masters, you're going to hell. Is basically the theology that they're teaching these children, who are basically, Mary's like, just like, it's good that they've all fallen asleep, because they shouldn't be hearing this blasphemy anyways. She quickly realizes, after going through a little bit of this, like, I cannot stand going through this entire list. We should go to the most likely one first. And indeed, the one that Mr. Bell pointed out as the most likely is Deep Valley Mill. So that is where they're going now. They have a funny little thing in here where they get taken to a house, a village nearby, and all the places are just really, really shitty. And they come to what's the least of the shitty ones, and the woman there is just railing against them, saying, like, what? You want some, you don't think this is good enough, all this stuff. Mary goes outside and talks to the boy, basically bribes him. It's like, take us to a better inn somewhere else, and it'll make it worth your while, and shows them the sovereign. It's like, okay. And so that's what's happening now. But yeah, traveler's woes. I can see Frances Trollope having to deal with this kind of stuff in her research for this novel and other novels of all this travel. Experienced traveler here. All right, I will leave it there. More videos later.